Snow White.
Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, there lived a queen who had a beautiful daughter with skin as white as snow. But sadly, the queen soon became sick and passed away. Then the king married a new queen, but she was evil. The evil queen liked to ask her magic mirror every day,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
The magic mirror would always answer,
My queen, you are the fairest of them all.
But one day the magic mirror answered,
My queen, Princess Snow White is the fairest.
The evil queen became very angry.
What? Nonsense! I am the fairest, not Snow White, never!
The angry queen ordered her hunter to throw Snow White into the woods. The hunter found Snow White.
I'm so sorry, Princess Snow White, but the Queen ordered me to get rid of you.
Please, sir, I beg of you. I will run away and never show myself again.
The hunter let Snow White go, and Snow White ran away far into the woods. Snow White became scared.
Oh no! What shall I do? It's so dark and scary here.
Then Snow White spotted a small light up on a small hill.
Oh my! It's a pretty little cottage.
Snow White found a small cottage on the hill. Snow White went inside the cottage.
Look! 7 small plates, 7 small cups, 7 small spoons, and 7 small forks. Wow! 7 small beds too.
Snow White ate some food and took a nap. Seven dwarves who live in the cottage came home. The dwarves shouted,
What happened to our food?
Who's that sleeping in my bed?
Isn't she Princess Snow White?
At that moment, Snow White woke up. Soon, they all became good friends. She lived with them in their small cottage. One day, the evil queen asked her magic mirror again.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, am I now the fairest of them all?
Then the mirror answered,
My queen, you are fair too. But Princess Snow White is fairer than you.
The queen became more angry and screamed,
What? Snow White is still alive?
The angry queen decided to get rid of Snow White with some poisoned apples. She dressed up as an old lady.
Apples! apples. Buy some apples, my dear. They are so red and juicy, my dear.
Snow White asked for 1 apple. Snow White took 1 big bite. But soon after, Snow White fell to the ground. The 7 dwarves came home and saw Snow White.
Princess Snow White, Princess Snow White! Please, please open your eyes.
The dwarf shouted. But Snow White did not open her eyes.
Oh no, maybe she's dead. Oh no!
The dwarves were so sad and could not stop crying. A prince from a nearby land saw Snow White. The prince fell in love with Snow White.
May I take this princess to my land?
The dwarves answered.
Yes, of course.
They began to lift Snow White's coffin, but dropped it by mistake. Then a piece of apple popped out of Snow White's mouth.
Where am I?
Snow White opened her eyes.
Hooray! Hooray! The princess is alive! Princess Snow White is alive!
The 7 dwarves rejoiced. The prince approached Snow White and proposed.
My beautiful princess, will you marry me?
Snow White answered.
Yes, my lord, I will.
So the prince and Snow White married and lived happily ever after.
Hey guys, did you like our video? Don't forget to click subscribe. Search for Pinkfong on YouTube.